Alright guys, so today we are going to be learning how to do the mouse over effect on your images. But first of all, you should already have found 4 images. If you have not, I'm going to quickly recap how to do that in case you are stuck and did not finish your do first. So I'm going to go to the internet. I'm going to use Google. I'm going to search. I told you that I was using Paris as my topic of choice. So I've already found 3 photos. I need 1 more. So I'm going to look up the Sacré Coeur, which means Sacred Heart, and select an image. I'm going to do this one, save picture as, and save. And then once again, go to picmonkey.com. This is still open from yesterday, so I need to start over. I'll edit it. You can do whatever you choose to your photos. Save it to your computer, which should be, you're going to save it on your USB, which you'll find over here. In case you forgot how to save it, you should have your web design folder, semester 2, HTML-CSS, image effects. That's the assignment that we're working on this week. So this is like week 1 assignment. And then you should have an images folder. Alright, so now that you have that saved, we're going to go ahead and create the web page using HTML. In case you've forgotten some things, I do have it saved for you. I have the framework for you in My Haiku, so log into My Haiku class. On the resources page, so I have here, I have the HTML framework and the image rollover code. So first we'll use the HTML framework. So we're going to copy. You're going to open up a text edit. And paste your HTML framework there. Alright. And then of course your page needs a title. I'm going to name mine I Love Paris. Alright, and then as before, you do need to have a header, a main header. So you will add a image. You're going to start adding your images. For those of you who have forgotten how to add an image to a site, I will post add a framework for that too, just in case you need a reminder, especially for those of you who did not do much on your final project last semester and do not remember. But for those of us who have, I have added a framework for you guys so that you know how to do the image rollover code. Alright, so you can go back to my haiku and open that up. So I've made it pretty simple for you, and you're going to copy and paste this. Alright, so you're going to copy and paste that framework, and then you're just going to go in and fill in the missing information. So first I have the href, that's the link, remember. So I got my photo. This particular photo came from Photours, which is like a travel site. They make books and such. So I'm going to select that link, copy and paste it. Right here. Alright. And then my image source. So that's like, what is my initial URL? Images slash sacrecoeur.jpg. Now, when you're saving images from the internet, you have to make sure that you know whether the image is a JPEG or a PNG, and the way to do that is to right click on the image and look at properties, and it tells you what kind of file it is, just in case if you're putting your image in there and it doesn't show up. That would be something to look at. Then you're on, so this is the image. So this is what is your main image. That's what it means by image source. And then you're going to have on mouse over. So that means when I roll the mouse over my image, what do I want to show? So for me, I want to show my second image when I roll my mouse over. So images slash sacrecoeur 2.jpg. And then on mouse out, that means when the mouse is not over the image, what image do you want to have displayed on your web browser? And for me, that would be my initial image that I downloaded, the colored image without any editing. That's up to you on how you choose to do that. So I'll have images, sacrecoeur.jpg. I'm going to save it. You may choose whatever you want to save it as. I'm going to save mine as Louis.html. That means the city. sometimes you have that block content thing pop up, and so now I have a rollover effect on my page. Okay? You are going to do this for multiple images. You should have a total of 4. I have already shown you what the final page looks like, and you will have time to work on that today. And then I will give you details on what the last part of the project for this week looks like when you come to class on Thursday. But for today, I would like you to work on getting this page set up. You will need to include a caption. So you will need to include 2 captions. You will need to include where did the image come from. So I put a break, and I would say image from Photoers, right? But in order for me to say image from Photoers, what do I need to include the link. And in order to include the link, which you guys have already learned about how to include a link, but in case you have forgotten, I'm going to remind you. Pasting my link there. I like my stuff centered, so I'm just going to put this in like a paragraph tag. And save. Whenever this pops up, you can just hit allow block content. I don't know what happened to my text. Alright, so there you go. Of course, you have to always make sure that your text is correct, your code is correct. I actually only want the photos to be the link, so I'm going to move that. And put it here. And so now if I click on this, it takes me to the page where I got the image from. Okay? Alright, if you have any questions, raise your hand. This is an independent work time. You should not be talking. If you have any questions, once again, raise your hand. And if I have someone come help you, then I will, or I will come help you myself.